Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. My name is Ting. I'm an artist and an art business coach. I've been selling my art over 20 years via art galleries as well as art shows, art events, and for the past 13 years, I've been running my own art gallery. Okay, today's topic is a very important one and it's about growing your subscriber list. Okay, now why is growing a subscriber list so important? Well, if you want a lucrative online business, you've got to grow your subscriber list. Your subscriber list is basically subscribers that know you and know about your art. So they're your warm audience. So they're basically the easiest people to sell to. Okay, so if you haven't started your subscriber list yet, you should really start if you want to build an online business that's going to provide you with a lucrative business. Okay, now in regards to the subscriber list, what do you do with it? You basically grow your subscribers and then you write newsletters to send to them frequently. Now your newsletter has to be educational, entertaining, relevant to your art so that people are interested in it and get to know you. The more they get to know you, the more that you're helping them, the more they will trust you. Therefore, when it's time for you to launch a collection or if you have something to sell, they already trust and like you and it'll be easier to sell to them. That is why the reason why you have to grow your subscriber list. Okay, now I will touch on 4 steps on how to do this. The first one is you have to pick an email service provider, and step 2, to create a lead magnet and a landing page, and step 3, what kind of contents are you going to create, and step 4, where are you going to let these contents live. Okay, and to start off with, choose an email service provider. There are quite a few out there, but my favorites are ConvertKit, MailChimp, and if you're in Australia, Swift Digital. Okay, free and paid options. Okay, so you can go for free ones. Like for MailChimp, I believe it's free as long as you have less than 1,000 subscribers. You should take a look. These are really great email service providers, so I would definitely use one of these 3. Okay, that's ConvertKit, MailChimp, or Swift Digital if you're in Australia. Now the second step is how to create a lead magnet and a landing page. Now what is a lead magnet? A lead magnet is basically a freebie that your target audience would want in exchange for your email addresses. Okay, and what is a landing page? A landing page is the form where they fill up. Okay, so basically your lead magnet, you can basically offer them things like when they subscribe, you put them into a draw for a free print draw, quarterly or monthly, or whatever you prefer. But you got to specify what the offer is. Okay, you got to specify the date and the time of the offer. Or you can also offer them 10% off on their first purchase. Or if you are an art teacher, you can provide them with, maybe a checklist on how to do good portraits. Right? And then what is a landing page? A landing page is the form that you fill up. So the easiest way to do a landing page is make it very simple. You're only going to ask for the first name as well as the email address. Okay, keep it very simple because the more you ask, the more they're uninterested in filling out the form. So you want to make it easy for them. Basically just the first name and the email address will do. Okay, now with this landing page, what are you going to do with it? You are basically going to mention it on all your social media posts. So whenever you do a social media post, say, hey, I've got an offer for you. If you like my work and you want to purchase my work, I do have a 10% off on your first offer. Sign up here and I'll give you the code to purchase my work at 10% off. Okay, always mention it on all your social media posts as well as your newsletters. Okay, and then I want you to put this landing page embedded on your website. When you embed it on your website, everybody gets to see it. So whoever goes into your website will get to see it and they will subscribe. And that's how you grow your subscriber list, by mentioning it all the time on your social media, your newsletters, as well as embedded on your website. That is very important. Okay, now the third one is what kind of content to create. Okay, so after you got your subscribers, you're going to start doing your emails, your newsletters. Okay, newsletters, you're going to basically broadcast it on your ESP, your email service provider, whatever you pick, the ConvertKit, the MailChimp, or the Swift Digital. All right, so you're going to basically write emails from there. You're going to send out the newsletters, and your newsletter is going to be something that's relevant to your art. Okay, you can talk about yourself, You can talk about your art mission, your process. You can talk about, where your inspiration comes from. You can show them, like, you can do a presentation on where your inspirations come from. For example, my newsletter is about my art, it's about humanity, and it has a lot to do with motivation, because my art is about women empowerment. So I talk about those topics a lot. And therefore, whatever your art stands for, whatever your art's mission is, talk about that. So people get to know, like, and trust you. And that's how you make sales. You want to be able to connect with your people and got to empower them. You got to motivate them and always be able to basically give educational and entertaining newsletters, or else they're not going to open it, right? So your newsletters got to make an impact for their lives. And if you're not unsure of what you should write, don't worry about it, because I do have a guide that's going to teach you how to do step 1 to step 4. And it's also going to give you 21 ideas on what kind of topics to write about. Okay, so these are going to be your newsletters topics. Okay, now where, number 4, is basically pick a home where your newsletter is going to sit. Okay, so where are your newsletters going to sit? Okay, your newsletter is basically going to be a blog, a podcast, or a vlog. Okay, so you can do a YouTube, you can do a blog, podcast is very popular right now. But for the reason that we are, in the visual business, I find a blog or a vlog would be the best bet, because a podcast, you can't really see art. So like, for instance, if you want to launch your art collection, you can't, you'll just have to send them off to your website. It's not quite the same, okay? So I do think the blog or the vlog is a better option for artists, because then you can really showcase the art. Okay, so your newsletter is going to be on one of these platforms, all right, to make it evergreen. And this platform is going to sit on your website. And your website, because it's going to become an evergreen content, your website is going to keep attracting those people to you. And if you have a landing page right there, they will subscribe. And this way you have them in your subscriber list. Next time when you write the newsletters, they will get to read it. Now, the difference between your newsletters, your blog, your podcast, or your vlog is basically a newsletter is shorter version of your blog or your vlog or your podcast, okay? So your newsletters, it's like a broadcast to tell people to go to your vlog or your blog, okay? Or your podcast, all right? And then your blog has to be at least 500 words. Your vlog, I believe, has to be about 10 to 15 minutes, and that will be sufficient. And the podcast is usually longer, 20 to 45 minutes, all right? So that's what you do with a subscriber list. The subscriber list is basically for you to nurture your fans to become followers of yours. And eventually, the more you nurture them, you will cultivate them to become buyers and collectors. And that's how you grow the online business, okay? Online business is, it's tricky because, as you know from my last presentation, I told you about the conversion of online business is 2.8% of people will purchase from you, whereas if you meet people in person, it's 20 to 40% conversion rate. So online is a little bit more work, but it will work if you keep working on growing a subscriber list. Social media is to help you to promote your subscriber list so that they will want to go into your subscriber list and get that freebie that you're offering, all right? If you like what you're learning here, please subscribe to my channel and download your free guide on how to grow your subscriber list. And I will make more content to help you to grow your art business. All the best to your art business.